Morning all. Hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. As you all head into this weekend and into next week, I wanted to take just a couple of minutes to give you a couple of reminders and suggestions to kind of get you through the very busy week that you'll have lying ahead of you. So the first thing I want to touch on really quick is the proctored exam. So the proctored exam opens up on Sunday and extends through Thursday the 21st. So you have that entire window in which you can take the exam, and you'll be taking it through the proctored exam session that you have scheduled, whether it is a virtual one or it's one that you're going to be doing in a face-to-face environment. If you have not already signed up for the proctored exam, and I believe about half of you have not according to the report that I got this morning, please do so very soon so you can be able to take the exam during the window and you won't run into any problems getting the exam done. One of the things that I do want to stress with this exam is that this exam is not meant to be something that is stress-inducing. This exam is meant to serve as a checkpoint to see how you're doing so far in this class. There's actually a portion of the exam that very closely mirrors what you were asked to do in one of your earlier discussion boards. So you kind of have a hint going into the exam of what that might be. So don't stress about it. Do your very best. Again, I hope it's not going to be anything that's going to be too terribly difficult for you. And if you have any questions about how to sign up, you can, of course, contact me or go back to the announcements that have been posted in the announcement section, both by myself and eCore, with information and contact stuff for the eCore help desk and, of course, e-testing. So the second thing I want to touch on is the Unit 3 writing assignment. This is your first formal essay for this class. It is going to be due on the 19th. Now you'll notice that that is during the proctored exam window. I know it seems completely crazy of me to ask you to have this turned in during the proctored exam window. However, because this is an 8-week class, in terms of scheduling, it is really the best way to get it factored in addition to all the other assignments you have coming up. A couple of things I want to encourage you to do leading into this first essay. One, make sure to look at the instructions and pay attention to them very, very carefully, including everything you're being asked to do in the instructions, including word count. I want to really touch just for a second on the word count. One of the things that happened last semester for quite a few of my students who took this class, they didn't meet word count for their essays. And of course, I had to deduct points accordingly. If it doesn't meet word count, the assignment won't be as good as it should be. So please make sure that you're meeting that word count and following all of the instructions for each one of those essays that you'll do for this class, including this first one. And also please utilize all the feedback I've given you for the discussion boards. If I've given you feedback about how you're addressing content and particularly how you're dealing with certain grammar issues, whether they're improving or maybe not improving as much as they should be, please go back and review all of that. All of that is meant to be there to help you. Keep in mind, all the feedback I'm giving you at this point in the course is going to be extremely extensive because it's early on in the course and I want to make sure you all can have all of the information to help you be successful in this course, but also you can know what you're struggling with early on so you can work to correct it in earlier assignments. Make sure to utilize all that feedback. And of course, the resources I've given you as well. Last week when I was in Hilton Head, I did an announcement where I, gave you a ton of resources and a ton of links to different writing handouts that would help you with some of the issues that you all as a class are struggling with. Please make sure to utilize that and utilize it for this upcoming essay in particular, as it is worth more in terms of your grade than the discussion boards are. And of course, one last thing I want to mention is your grades, getting grades back to you. You have Unit 1 and Unit 2 discussion boards already returned to you, as I mentioned, with extensive feedback. And of course, as I posted for each one of you, if you have any questions about any of the feedback I'm giving to you, something doesn't make sense, or if you want to talk with me about something, again, email me. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions for you. Of course, and if I'm in my office, you can, of course, call me on my office phone. I'll be more than happy to talk to you there as well. And of course, I'll be grading your Unit 3 discussion boards at some point this week. And I'll probably spend most of my day tomorrow in the office right here grading those and getting you feedback before you, of course, go into the proctored exam and into the first essay. I'll get those back to you as quick as I possibly can with additional feedback. And finally, if you have not turned in an assignment, let's say you're missing an assignment that should have already long been turned in, or let's say you turned in an assignment and didn't do replies, or something happened with part of the assignment and I didn't get part of it and need it in order to grade it. Anything like that, please make sure to get me what I need soon, or email me and ask me, hey, what am I missing? Or, what was it that I didn't do quite right that I need to do to get maximum amount of points possible at this point. Again, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to clarify that for you. And of course, you can turn that work in and I can give you some credit for it. It won't be full credit, but it'll be something's better than nothing. As always, if you all have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. I'll be in the office today until about 3 o'clock or so. Again, I won't have my office hours today. I had them on Wednesday instead of today. But of course, if you need anything after 3 o'clock, You can, of course, email me. I'll check in on the course later tonight. And, of course, I'll be in the office most of the day tomorrow getting Unit 3 discussion boards graded. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Rest up and get prepared for what lies ahead for you next week. See you soon.